Hey, what's up, studs? Ryan here, we're M&R Productions, and today we are talking about what's left for LEGO Star Wars in 2020. We are already in May, or just about in May, depending on when you're watching this video of 2020, and that means that we're wrapping things up for the summer and the end of the year, and honestly, probably within a couple months, we'll have some LEGO Star Wars 2021 set rumors. That's not too far away, which is pretty crazy to think about. So if you do want to stay up to date when that stuff drops, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because that stuff usually comes out at some point in the mid to late summer. But today we're going to be talking about what's left for LEGO Star Wars in 2020, so let's get into it. So like I mentioned, we have kind of passed the whole spring wave thing now, which we had been talking about for a while. There were some wild theories thrown around that maybe we get an Exegol throne room. Didn't end up happening. The only things that ended up happening was we got 3 new helmet collection sets, which are pretty interesting and something that I would keep my eye on going forward to the future as to whether or not we will see these return potentially in 2021. We also got a Dio buildable character that released the same day as those helmet sets. It was a $70 set, the most expensive set out of the 4 there. The helmets were $60. I have reviews on all 4 of those sets on my YouTube channel if you're interested in that stuff, but those sets have come to pass. We also got revealed the UCS A-Wing, which was the rumor that we had been talking about on these videos for quite a while, which is actually a better set than I thought it would end up being. It actually looks amazing. I should have it here in the next few days as of recording this video, and I'm really excited to get it in hand, get it built, and get it reviewed because I think it looks really neat and I'm really excited to experience it. We also found out what the May the 4th promo was. It was another vignette style build, and it ended up being the Death Star 2 battle. I've done some videos talking about why I don't like it, and you're more than welcome to check them out if you care about my opinion on those things. Things that have not come to pass, however, and unfortunately may never come to pass. Starting out here, I believe last rumor video, I brought up the potential for the 31200 Darth Maul Mosaic at the $100 to $150 price range, and unfortunately, as much as I love Darth Maul, especially in these most recent Clone Wars episodes, I'll tell you, he's been a killer character. It appears that the rumor was a little bit off. There will be a LEGO Star Wars Mosaic at set 31200 for $100 to $150, but it will not be Darth Maul, and understandably so. I feel like if you're going to start out something like this, much like they did with the helmet collection, you have to start with something original trilogy, and it seems like they're going to be doing just that with a Darth Vader Mosaic. So, unfortunately, no Darth Maul. We'll have to wait and see exactly how big it ends up being and what it will look like. I still don't know the exact release date. There's not much information known about these things, but there will be other mosaics from other themes as well. So, maybe these will come out like August 1st or something. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out like with the summer wave. They've just been a little more hush as far as rumors go with these. So, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But it is kind of an interesting thing to see pop up, especially with them doing the adult helmet sets at 18+, the UCS line being moved to 18+, and I definitely could see these being marketed as 18+ sets as well. One huge development since our last rumor video, last time we did a rumor video, I talked about how there could be a 501st battle pack, and I wasn't sure if it was true or not. Well, guys, I'm sure you've all heard at this point, the 501st battle pack is coming out. It comes out on August 1st. This is the first set of the Summer Wave, set 75280, and it is definitely one that got a lot of people hyped up on April 2nd when LEGO announced it. LEGO specifically announced this set separately from the other summer sets, which really makes me excited for it. You get the 3 501st troopers and then the 1 501st airborne trooper, which we actually ended up seeing in some of the newer Mandalore Clone Wars episodes, which makes the set even better in my opinion. You got the Bark Speeder, you got the ATRT, and the set's going to be $30. So we know all the information we could possibly want to know about that set, and I'm really hyped for it. I think a lot of other people are. I'll be at the LEGO store August 1st, probably the one in Orlando, because I don't think Brick Fair Virginia is going to happen, and I will probably buy a lot of these on that first day. I can't see myself holding back. We do have some new information regarding the 75281 Anakin Starfighter. It'll also be a $30 set, and it's going to include 248 pieces. This information we have known. However, we were kind of unsure as to whether or not it would be a green Anakin Starfighter or a yellow one, and I have kind of heard that it will not be the green one. It will actually be a yellow Anakin Starfighter, which is kind of disappointing to me, to be honest. I was kind of hoping it would be the green one because we got the yellow one more recently, and of course we had the yellow Clone Wars one a couple years ago. I was just kind of hoping they would go with a different color. Unfortunately, that is not the case. I'm not super high on them doing this set right now. I guess it kind of fits in with where the Clone Wars is going, and obviously it's Anakin's iconic ship from the opening scene of Episode 3, which is a great opening scene of a movie, I will add. I rewatched it just about a week ago. But I just don't feel like this set fits right now. I don't know why I don't feel that way, but I just don't feel that way. We can assume an Anakin and R2-D2 minifigure, right? But is there a potential that this could be a set with other minifigures? I mean, it's on the table, right? It feels like they could throw in a third exclusive minifigure to make this set actually worth it or seem more exclusive or whatever. I can't imagine they would actually change the design too much for this vehicle, so the big draw to this set for myself and a lot of people would end up being the minifigures in it, and I feel like this could potentially be a set where we get an Ahsoka thrown in, but it also wouldn't make sense, so I'm really confused. I just don't know what this set will entail that would actually entice people to buy it, especially if they already have the older version. 75283 is the $40 AAT with 286 pieces. We've talked about how it will probably look a lot like the one from 2015, which I'm fine with. It'll just be in the blue and gray color scheme, which should look pretty damn good. And my big wish for this set is that it will include an Ahsoka minifigure, that we could probably see an Ahsoka minifigure and maybe even Ahsoka's clone trooper, the 332nd trooper. I'm really hoping at some point we get sets with those minifigures, whether it be in this AAT or maybe in 2021. Maybe that's just gonna have to wait, but my fingers are crossed and I'm waiting patiently. I've kind of really enjoyed the Mandalore arc so far. I've seen episodes 9 and 10 and I really have enjoyed it, and I'm hoping that we end up getting these figures in sets, whether it be in this AAT or something else. But this AAT at $40 for 286 pieces, and as small as that build was from 2015, and this one supposedly being very similarly sized, I wouldn't be shocked to see some very nice exclusive figures that make this set worth the $40. 75284 is going to be the $70 Night Buzzard with 595 pieces. Nothing has really changed about this set since the last time we talked about it. I don't really have any other speculation to add to it either. 2 Knights of Ren and a Rey minifigure. That's all we're going to be getting with that set. Kind of lackluster in my opinion, just kind of waiting for an image of that one at this point to see if it's actually going to look good or not. I'm sure the design will be fine, but will it live up to our expectations? That is yet to be seen. The next set is a set that I am increasingly, every video I make about this, more worried about. 75286 is going to be a General Grievous Starfighter with 487 pieces, and it's going to cost $80. And it is just seemingly more and more likely and incredibly saddeningly so that this set is gonna be just egregiously overpriced, and it will probably underdeliver on minifigures. We'll get an Obi-Wan, we'll get a General Grievous, and we'll get a Clone Trooper, but the heavy rumor is that it will not be a Phase 2 Cody. The leaked photo is very blurry, and in that photo you can see there is a Grievous, there is an Obi-Wan, and there is a Clone Trooper with markings that are orange. However, it's been coming out from more reputable sources that it probably won't be a Phase 2 Cody and that it will be like a regular 212th Trooper, which is extremely disappointing. I think most people would agree that a Phase 2 Cody would have made this set potentially worth the $80, and without that, it's really going to hurt a lot of people when they eventually see this picture. 75288, $160 AT-AT has no real new information either. 6 minifigures, I believe, and who knows what they could include for some sort of side build. I'm really worried about this one as well as being overpriced. It seems like that is really trending that way for the AT-AT. Just unless there's like a snowspeeder with the set, I just don't see how this one could be worth it. The only reason I think there's a potential that there's actually a snowspeeder in the set is that they retired the 20th anniversary snowspeeder after only 8 months of it being on shelves. They did the same with the AT-RT set, and here we are now with a new AT-RT set coming out this summer. It just kind of points to me that there's a potential that it could be a combo snowspeeder with AT-AT set at that really high price. Maybe there'll be some sort of Hoth scenery, or maybe even better, a generator, because that's kind of the main thing the AT-ATs are going for on Hoth. If it's an AT-AT and a Hoth generator that it can blow up, I think that's a pretty good combo. But we'll have to wait and see on that. That would just make sense to me. For a set to cost that much and just be the AT-AT, it would be really sad to see. And then, of course, we'll have the Mandalorian sets coming on August 1st. We have the Brickheadz, the Mandalorian, and Baby Yoda. We got the box art images of those. Looks dope. We also got the Razor Crest coming on September 1st, and that set's going to be $130 with 1,023 pieces, I believe, and it looks pretty damn good. We've talked about this one extensively in other videos, so I won't dwell too much on it, but I am very excited for this one. I've got my pre-order in, and I am patiently waiting for September to roll around to get my hands on this one. It is one of the most anticipated LEGO Star Wars sets ever, I feel like. This thing is just, it's ready. It's time. People have been dying for this ever since The Mandalorian first aired. The Advent calendar will also be dropping on September 1st, the same day as the Razor Crest. The Advent calendar minifigures will be a Jolly Darth Vader, we'll have a Gonk droid, a Rey, a Poe, a Cloud City Luke, I believe. We have Dio, a Porg, a battle droid, a stormtrooper, a Sith trooper, and those are the figures. It actually seems like, as far as minifigures go, this may be the best year for LEGO Star Wars Advent calendars. I'm not even kidding. So when should we expect pictures of these summer 2020 Star Wars sets? Well, in my opinion, probably by the end of May. I think LEGO will do some sort of reveal announcement thing for these, much like they did in previous years, or more recent years, I should say, and like they more recently did with like LEGO Harry Potter. I think by the end of May, we'll have some sort of press release day for all the LEGO Star Wars Summer 2020 set pictures. I honestly don't expect to make another rumor video about Summer 2020 sets unless some major information drops that I just don't expect. But as I mentioned, there is one more set coming out this year for LEGO Star Wars apparently, and it's going to be some sort of store exclusive with 775 pieces for $100. And just for the fun of it, some speculation, 775 pieces, it could be anything, really. It could really be anything, but a Duel-On Exegol set would be pretty damn cool. Of course, we do need that set. I think LEGO knows they should obviously capitalize on Episode 9 in that way, and that would be a very nice Episode 9 set. And given that there is only one other Episode 9 set in the Summer Wave, I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up being an Episode 9 set, especially given its secrecy. It has no name. Maybe a Clone Wars style MTT, maybe on the table. I don't know. It's a wild guess. It's definitely too many pieces for something like an ARC 170, but maybe a V19 Torrent. There were pretty strong rumors of that a few years back, and we could see that potentially here, especially with the Clone Wars. The Bad Batch Shuttle is one of my biggest betting guesses. That Bad Batch Shuttle could definitely be made with 775 pieces, and I could totally see them trying to sell that for $100 if they included all of the Bad Batch members. Another thing a lot of people seem to want is Jedi Fallen Order sets, and the game seems to be pretty popular, so we could see the main ship from Jedi Fallen Order, or maybe even the companion droid that is in the games. But after watching the more recent Clone Wars episodes, I have one wish for what this set could be, and that is an ATTE. I think an ATTE with some Ahsoka troopers, and then of course like the Darth Maul Mandalorian troopers, like the red Mandos that we got back in 2013 basically, would be an epic set. It'd be a great way to get those Ahsoka troopers into people's hands. You could use the same 501st style body and stuff that we got in the 501st Battle Pack, just the different helmets obviously. You get the exclusive Ahsoka in there, maybe you throw Darth Maul in there, although I think an Ahsoka versus Maul dual set would be its own separate thing potentially. And then of course countering them, you could have some of the sick Mandalorians, and it would just be a great set. I think it has a potential to be a really cool set. Those are my like guesses as to what it could be, but it literally could be anything. And I thought it would kind of be funny because people keep asking me what I think this mystery set will be. They're like, do you think it could be an ATTE? Do you think it could be an MTT? Do you think it could be the Bad Batch Shuttle? And it could be anything. So my answer to all of those questions is yes, I think it could be those things. And I thought this was just kind of a funny thing with Jim and Dwight. You guys are represented by Jim, and I'm represented by Dwight.
Be assured, this day will come. It's just a matter of time. Could be 1 month, could be 2 months.
3 months.
Could be
4 months.
I could see that happening, yes.
8 months.
That's a realistic timeline.
11 months.
Perhaps.
Okay, wait, now really think hard about this one. 1 year.
I could see that as a very real possibility.
494 months.
I could see that happening.
495 months, that's just